Turns out it was too far to travel on foot. But I finally found Sari near the basketball courts on his campus.
Psychologically and politically, to have a wall right up the campus in the middle is really a statement of aggression. And it runs counter to the statement we try to propagate at the university, which is, a statement that we need to reach understanding and build bridges and so on.
So if they continue to build the wall all around, Al-Quds University will be in a kind of pocket. I mean,
the best way to describe the system that's going to develop is a system of cages in which the Palestinians will be living. And insofar as they wish to move from one area or cage to another, they'd have to apply for permits. By the time you reach a town up in the north of the West Bank, to here you probably have to cross about 8 or 9 barriers and go through various gates.
What Sari is referring to is a lesser-known aspect of the security plan Israel has put in place. Behind the main barrier are scores of barricades, smaller fences, and checkpoints to control the movements of Palestinians inside the West Bank. The checkpoints are manned by Israeli soldiers who examine the permits and IDs of all who pass through.
As a general rule, I would not be filming checkpoints.
Do you speak English? Yes. Everybody's out? I want to see everybody. Please. Thomas Friedman. Thomas Friedman. You can pass with the car.
Thank you.
We were entering the Palestinian town of Qalqilia, a once thriving city where Israelis speaking Arabic and Palestinians speaking Hebrew shopped and interacted daily. But now, Qalqilia has been almost completely enclosed by walls and fences, separating it not only from Israel and the adjacent Jewish settlements, but also from its Palestinian neighbors.
There it is. It's right here in the middle of this neighborhood.
We have a meeting with the mayor to find out what impact this has had on his city. Though I've been covering the Middle East for 25 years, this was my first visit to Qalqilia. I needed to come here because I knew this is one of the places most profoundly affected by the barrier. The mayor explained why.
Qalqilia has a special relation with the Israelis because we were working together, people to people, visiting each other, family to family in social occasions. And we were a shopping center for the Israelis here in Qalqilia. Even Mr. Sharon used to come to our restaurants here in Qalqilia. Really? Yes, Qalqilia people used to have this kind of high respect to the Israelis. But, in 2002, the Israelis start leveling the area without giving any notices. And they start, constructing this wall of 8 meters height.
Do people here make any connection, though, between the suicide bombings and the wall? I mean, to some degree,
yes.
The Israelis would say, well, that wall was built by Hamas.
Yes.
Have there been a lot of suicide attacks from Qalqilia?
It's about 5 cases from Qalqilia.
Of young men from here?
And we know that in our society we have extremist people. So we can work together and we can stop them. Putting the wall in this wall and making this collective punishment to all people is not a logic way that to do it. Because before people were afraid that they will lose. But now they have nothing to lose.
I want to see over here, Mayor. What does this sign say?
This sign says that it's risky. You are not allowed to be here, and if you are very close here, we are going to shoot.
Mortal danger, military zone.
Yes,
military zone. Any person who passes or damages this fence endangers his life. Do the people up there know you? Do they recognize you?
Yes, the soldier, he knows me.
Now, what was here before? This was actually a market area.
It was here a market
that served Israelis.
Israelis coming here. We used to have about 22 stores here, 24 hours open. Even for settlers, they used to come here. And we used to have this kind of good relation with them. But in one night, they come and they destroy completely for the benefit of this wall. And there is another 100 meters on the other side of the wall. It's Palestinian land. And they promised that they are going to make some gates. It's a blind wall without any gate. It's completely closed and people are not allowed to cross.
Even though their fields are on the other side of the
All
wall.
their fields are on the other side. And if you try to cross, they will shoot.
Right.
Last Sunday, 2 people were shot. They are trying to jump over the gate. One of them is clinically dead. A bullet in his head. It's a humanitarian disaster. We have about 47,000 people in this area.
Right.
And all these villages are closed with fences. They can't go to school here because they are not from Kalkilia.
Right. If you don't have a Kalkilia ID card, you can't come here?
You can't come here.
Even for school?
Even for school. So now they are staying at their homes and they don't go to school. It's like growing the seeds of terror, the seeds of hatred, the seeds of revenge between people.
Yeah.
And this is why more people are ready to kill themselves, and to commit bombing suicides inside Israel. Because you think of killing yourself when you feel hopeless, you feel despair, you feel that you lose nothing. And this is the situation we are in now.